president of the whole world now, SpongeBob.
Well, this is where you're gonna get it.
After it had been on for a couple of years, there were a few episodes that somehow acted as a Rorschach card for some people, where they would watch the show and they would say, wait a minute, these characters are gay.
One of the channel's most popular characters is coming under attack from family values advocate James Dobson for his insidious pro-homosexual agenda. Which character?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
You have to bring up the James Dobson thing, because it was this bizarre bump in the SpongeBob road.
Dobson told a mostly congressional audience in January that SpongeBob SquarePants was, quote, pro-homosexual.
How do we know that he's gay? We don't know about SpongeBob. Except that he lives in a pineapple under the sea.
It becomes a lightning rod for people, and they see different things in it, and it becomes the stimulus for national discussion.
Trick or treat, darling.
No treat for you, SpongeBob SquarePants.
I gotta be honest, I thought it was the greatest. I loved it.
The show did nothing to discourage that. I remember one time they were wrestling for the Fry Cook Games, and they found out that they were wearing each other's color underwear.
You do care.
It wasn't like when they threw the Beatles records in a big bonfire. You know, everyone in the town came out with their records. Nobody wanted to hear it. Nobody showed up to the bonfire.
All I'm saying is, why is he wearing pants? He hasn't got genitals.
We're not even talking about sex at all. Kids seem to get it. It's only certain adults that don't get it.
You know, I think it did help, and it did kind of give SpongeBob this kind of cultural hipness.
I think in a way it's a tribute to the show because it has become such an icon of our family existence.
You're my best friend ever.
You too, Patrick.
You know, these were white when I bought them.
How did I become president of the SpongeBob SquarePants fan club? I elected myself, and luckily I accepted, graciously. Why do I love SpongeBob so much? Why do I breathe the salty sea air? Why do I drink a flagon of grog? Who knows? It just feels right for me.
My name's Kristen Flores. I've been working on SpongeBob for about 2 years. This here is a pile of fan mail. Dear SpongeBob and Patrick, I really like your movie because it is funny. Dear Stephen Hillenberg, my name is Jose. I watch SpongeBob every day. We also watch it in the morning. How come you don't make SpongeBob a girlfriend? Why doesn't Plankton just make friends with Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob? How come you made Patrick act so dumb? It does get to be a little overwhelming because everyone tends to like him.
I've gotten fan mail here, and oddly enough, a lot of it comes from prisons.
Oh, there's a pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Don't understand how that is.
SpongeBob is not just a television show. It really is a lifestyle for a lot of people.
Jennifer Jones of Des Moines is one of the nicest people you're ever going to meet.
This is the SpongeBob room.
There is a phenomenon of the super fan. It's curious to think about what makes them so zealous in their pursuit of the show and everything to do with the show.
Got a little addicting, and now it's everywhere.
Her arms are covered with no less than 20 SpongeBob tattoos.
I have the pineapple house, too.
There are a lot of people who not only watch SpongeBob a lot, they sleep in SpongeBob pajamas. They eat SpongeBob pasta.
SpongeBob pencils, SpongeBob cups and cushions.
I could do this all day.
Me too.
There's a really wide range of people that connect with the show.
I watch it with the grandkids, and sometimes I watch it when I'm by myself.
There's this dance called SpongeBob Dance, and I know how to do it. I love SpongeBob.
SpongeBob's style is being featured in magazines. Dad and actor Rob Lowe is a fan.
We just wanted to make official, Barbie loves SpongeBob.
The best SpongeBob episode ever is Sailor Mouth.
Hey, Patrick, how the are you?
I was fascinated to learn that the one-time graffiti artist and now pop artist Cause really loves SpongeBob and uses his visage and his art quite a bit. It's a tribute to the broad appeal of the show.
This thing's much bigger than just a kid's merchandise play.
SpongeBob's penetrating the culture in ways you'd never expect.
He's guest hosting Countdown in a couple of weeks.
I don't think it's gone too far, do you?
And a 6-year-old California boy is safe this morning after falling through a hole and being trapped underground in a drainage pipe last night.
Immediately after they had pulled him out, the first thing he said is that he wanted to watch SpongeBob SquarePants.
People have an intimate relationship with these characters. They mean something to them, and it can get a little out of hand. Burger King had a promotion with SpongeBob, and they used a giant inflatable SpongeBob, and they put them on top of the stores.
Our #1 story in the countdown, it's not funny now.
Put out an amber alert for a yellow sponge.
SpongeBob SquarePants snatched again and again from coast to coast.
It's the cartoon crime of the century.
10 different states in all.
America was distraught.
Who would steal SpongeBob?
Some are fingering teens and college kids with the crime wave.
They weren't deflating them or defacing them or anything. They were taking them.
We have received ransom notes that have requested various items like Krabby Patties.
We think there's probably a serial SpongeBob thief.
Police nationwide on the lookout for a kidnapped victim wearing square pants.
We're going to be very vigilant on our patrols.
Clint, what sick mind could be behind something like this?
What can I do for you boys?
We stole a balloon!
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Okay, time's up. Now get out.
What makes great cartoon characters is a creator who has a strong vision for what his character is. And Steve Hillenburg was really the guiding light. He's the guy.
You've got some seriously awesome ratings from this show, which is terrific. But what you're going to do when Mr. Hillenburg leaves?
SpongeBob was Steve Hillenburg's baby. He worked around the clock.
You're still here? Get out!
After years and years honing and refining this idea, there was a real question if the show could go on without Steve Hillenburg.
What's gonna happen to us?
After the movie, I had pretty much decided that I was going to step back. It was time to get some new blood.
Oh, no.
The movie had just been out, and there was a real question if the show could go on without Steve Hillenburg.
Trying to start running a show that's not only become a phenomenon, but that has somebody like Steve, it was such an enormous job to take on.
It sure is weird around here. Kinda different.
That left some pretty big shoes for Paul to fill.
Paul being one of my favorite board artists, writer, directors on the show, I talked to Paul about, would you be interested in running a show? And he was.
Wait. Hey, I just thought of an idea. Could we have a scene
He was
where...
pretty much the obvious choice. Well-trained in animation, has worked on a lot of shows, knows what it's like, writing, storyboarding, all those steps.
No time!
Hello, Mrs. America.
Turned out he was the right guy, and it turned out he had all the right leadership qualities, too.
So, Obama is spraying stimulus water on SpongeBob, and SpongeBob represents the financial institutions. Yeah. I wish they'd leave us out of the politics.
Lock! It really is interesting that of all the things that Barack Obama could have mentioned, that SpongeBob is one that actually gets his thumbs up.
Barack Obama's favorite TV character lives in a pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob brings us back to a more innocent time, so to speak.
Kids respond to it probably because they can relate to the way he sees things.
There's one called The Paper, where the entire episode is about SpongeBob picking up a piece of paper that Squidward discards and having fun with it for 11 minutes.
Look, Gary, origami.
And at the end of the show, Squidward finally gets that piece of paper back and doesn't know what to do with it. Like, it's not magical. It wasn't the paper, Squidward.
I am such an idiot.
Whatever it is about SpongeBob that can make a piece of paper the greatest fun toy on the planet, that's the magic of SpongeBob.
There is is something comforting in knowing that you can make something that maybe is shown in another country, in another language, and that they find it funny too, and that maybe we all do have something in common. I think that's the thing I enjoy about it most.
SpongeBob, it just brings a smile to everybody's face, adults and kids alike.
We try to hit the gamut from the 4-year-olds that are just sitting to watch the silly ha-ha stuff, and hopefully there's something in there for his dad who's sitting next to him.
Krabs is
Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
I don't think we really change. I think you develop your sense of humour early, and it sort of sticks with you.
I have plenty of children in my life, and I watch it as an adult by myself.
Oh yeah, SpongeBob makes me laugh.
Why, sir, I'm flattered.
Really? I don't smell anything.
You're on your way, kid.
The wit, the edge, the brilliance. I am a SpongeBob devotee.
One finger, you can touch it. Sponges don't have hearts. The real ones, they don't have hearts, they don't have organs. But SpongeBob has a heart.
Yes, the secret ingredient of SpongeBob SquarePants is heart, but I think it's the heart of a 4-year-old, and a heart doesn't get much purer than that.
I think it's so good-hearted and has such a nice generosity of spirit.
And just the never-ending optimism of SpongeBob is, you know...
Yeah, he's so good.
He's just always optimistic, and that's a great thing.
I'm busy planning to rule the world!
Well, good luck with that. I'm ready.
I've worked with Nicole Kidman. I've worked with Mike Nichols, Oliver Stone. I've worked with some pretty big people in this business. Everything is just left in the dust by SpongeBob.
When all is said and done, in the history of animated cartoons, I would by all means put SpongeBob SquarePants on the list of the masterpieces.
All the great characters in cartoon history, you know, Mickey Mouse, Bugs Bunny, the Pink Panther, you know, SpongeBob SquarePants, absolutely.
SpongeBob has arrived. It's in the culture, it's in the zeitgeist. There's something charming and wonderful and innocent and sweet and just so completely huggable about Bob. And that's why he has and will endure.
I think there's a huge future for SpongeBob. He's still got to get his Krusty Krab franchise.
SpongeBob is not going away for a long, long time.
I don't know. It could go 20 seasons. I hope so. I like it here.
It's the best day ever.
The Best Day Ever is a song that incorporates SpongeBob's worldview and his philosophy. Very sunny, very bubbly, kind of a worldview. And that's the song that all kids come up and sing. You know, they all know that song.
It's the best day
Boy, I'm glad all that's over.